So I've been flying drones for just over 3 years now. And when I got my very first drone, my Mavic Pro, I had to learn everything from scratch. And so with experience and mistakes, a lot of mistakes, I've learned a lot. Now, you probably just got the Mavic Mini if you're watching this video, and you may be just like I was about 3 years ago, a complete beginner. In this Mavic Mini for Beginners video, I'd like to give you 5 tips that helped me when I was first learning how to fly, and hopefully you can become a skilled drone pilot in a much shorter amount of time than it took me. So let's get to the tips. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If this is your first time here, my name is Russ, and on this channel, you're going to find all kinds of content about drones, drone-related content, product reviews, tech reviews, and all sorts of fun stuff. So after you're done watching this video, go ahead and browse around the channel, and if you find anything of value or interest, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Now, I'm going to have the timestamps for these below down in the description, so if you ever need to be reminded of any of these as you're learning how to fly your Mavic Mini, you can just come right back here to this video and click on that timestamp, and it'll take you to the appropriate portion of the video that you're looking for. And then also, I'm gonna have product links down in the description for everything that you see in this video, including the equipment that I'm using to create it. Now I'm going to start off with the most important tip that I can give you, and it has to do with controlling your drone while it's facing you. Now for me, at least, this was the most difficult thing to learn. Learning how to control the drone's movements when it's facing you, because all of your controls are opposite when it's looking at you, when it's facing you. So when you push the stick to the right, the drone is going to move to the left, and vice versa. And then when you push the stick forward, the drone's gonna actually come towards you instead of away. So it's really hard to get used to if you've never flown a drone before. So what I recommend is to practice this many times before you take your Mavic Mini like out too far away, or if you're gonna fly among some tight spaces, just make sure that you're comfortable flying it when it's coming back to you. Because what that's gonna do, it's gonna give you so much more confidence, and it's gonna lessen the chance of you crashing your Mavic Mini, which, by the way, does not have obstacle avoidance. So it's even more important. Now, my next tip for you is another thing that's gonna help increase your confidence when you're flying your Mavic Mini, is to fly in very wide open spaces at first. When you're just getting started flying a drone, it's really important that you get away from any obstacles, trees, highline wires, and don't fly inside, you guys. I did that the very first time with my Mavic Pro, and it could have caused some damage and actually could have hurt someone. So I recommend taking your drone out somewhere that's wide open. You know, drive out in the country if you're able to, find an open field or just a dirt road or gravel road or something like that. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna eliminate any chance of flying into something, and that it just allows you to become more comfortable with the control sticks and the general behavior of the drone, and it really takes away the apprehension of flying. So my third tip for today is you should always carry a drone landing pad with you. Now there are 2 major reasons for this. Number 1, it provides a level, clean launch and landing surface, which helps to ensure that nothing is sucked into your drone, because what happens is over time, dust and debris can collect inside your drone and it can build up, and this causes the drone to heat up unnecessarily and faster than usual. And then the second reason that a landing pad is very important is because it provides a great contrast for any time that your Mini may need to return to home and land precisely where it's launched from. When your Mavic Mini happens to come home on a return to home and it needs to get back to where you launched it from, having that orange and black or that yellow and black really helps guide your Mavic Mini. It's kind of like air traffic control, guiding your drone safely home. The 4th tip that I have for you as a beginner flying the Mavic Mini is, it's gonna sound pretty simple, but I can't tell you how often I have forgotten to put my micro SD card back into my Mini after I've downloaded the footage to my computer. So what I recommend to prevent this, as well as some other frustrating moments when you're flying, is to make yourself a pre-flight checklist. Now, you've probably heard of a pre-flight checklist where you go through this list of things to do right before you launch your drone, but I think just as important is a pre-flight checklist. And what you should do is put it on your phone or your tablet, use like a note-taking app of some kind so you always have it with you. Now, I use an app, it's called Keep. It's very simple, it's on the Google Play Store. It's super simple and it really helps keep me organized. So what you should do is use that checklist the day before you fly and then again right before you pull away from your house. And the reason to check it the day before is, like, if your batteries or your controller needs to be charged, then you have time to do that. Now, my pre-flight list is actually pretty simple. Drone batteries charged, controller charged, SD card installed, that's a big one, props intact, connection cables attached, ND filters in the bag, landing pad in the vehicle, and then finally, I check the area that I'm going to be flying to see if I'm able to fly there. So you can use an app like Air Map or Kitty Hawk, and you want to make sure that there's no flight restrictions or anything like that. Now, I'm not going to cover that in this video, but if you want to learn more about that, go ahead and watch this video right here. I have a tutorial on the Lance system. The fifth and final quick tip for your Mavic Mini that I have for you today has to do with flying inside your vehicle. Many people ask me, I see that you fly from inside your vehicle sometimes. And yes, I do it quite often because where I live, it's very cold. And if I want to fly, sometimes I have to sit inside my vehicle to protect my fingers and my toes and my nose and my ears and everything. So like today, it's -9 degrees and I want to fly the Mavic Mini. So I'm not going to stand outside in this weather, but I want to see how the Mavic Mini performs in these kinds of temperatures. So I don't recommend that. It is way below the recommended temperature. But yes, if you wondered if you can fly from inside your vehicle, there's no law against it. You can sit inside your vehicle and fly a drone. You cannot drive a vehicle while you're flying a drone or ride inside a vehicle. Those are both kind of common sense. But as long as your vehicle is stationary, you can sit inside of it and fly your drone as long as you maintain visual line of sight. Now, one thing to remember, you will have or you may experience some signal interruptions because you're sitting inside a big metal box. So the Mavic Mini is a Wi-Fi drone. It's going to have some signal interruptions. So I've flown it 1,100 feet away and I did not have any problems, no signal interruptions at all. So if you want to know if you can fly from inside your vehicle with the Mavic Mini, absolutely. So I hope those 5 tips can help you as you learn to fly your Mavic Mini. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want to see kind of a series like this, more tips for the Mavic Mini, just let me know down in the comments. I ran a series like this for the Mavic Pro a couple of years ago, and it really helped out a lot of new pilots. So I hope you all like this enough for me to make this a series for the Mavic Mini. I'll just leave it up to all of you. Subscribe to the channel if you find any value here on it. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at 51drones for additional content. Check out the links in the description to see everything that I use to make this channel and also all of my drone gear. I want to thank you sincerely for watching today. Have a great day. And as always, fly safe and fly smart.